guys! Welcome to my channel, Math is Fine. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers out there. And for those who are new in this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and click the notification bell so that whenever I uploaded a new video, you will be notified. Today, we're going to talk about the time zones behind the UTC or the Coordinated Universal Time. These time zones are negative GMTs or from North and South America. I mentioned all the time zones in the United States of America from Eastern time zones until the Hawaii Aleutian Standard Time Zone. So, if you have some friends and relatives out there, you will know their time zones after you watch this video. This is part 2. It means that I already uploaded part 1. Part 1 is all about the time zones from UTC until GMT positive 12. Okay, that is the time zones from Asia, Europe, Africa, and Australia. I will put the link at the description box below so that you can watch it also. So, have fun in learning, guys! Stay tuned! Hello guys, before I'm going to share it to you the negative UTCs in our time zones, I'm going to discuss it to you first, our world map. Okay, this is our world map, and as we know that, we have 7 continents in the world. One is Asia. Asia includes 50 countries, and it is the most populated continent. The 60% of the total population of the earth live here. Next one is Africa. It comprises of 54 countries. It is the hottest continent and the home of the world's largest desert, the Sahara Desert, occupying the 25% of the total area of Africa. The next continent is North America. It includes 23 countries, led by USA as the largest economy in the world. Next one is South America. It comprises of 12 countries. Here is located the largest forest, the Amazon rainforest, which covers 30% of the South America total area. The next one is Antarctica. It is the coldest continent in the world, completely covered with ice. There are no permanent inhabitants except of scientists maintaining research stations in Antarctica. The next continent is Europe, comprises of 51 countries. It is the most developed economically continent with the European Union as the biggest economic and political union in the world. The last but not the least is Australia. It includes 14 countries. It is the least populated continent after Antarctica. Only 0.2% of the total Earth population live here. Okay guys, as we take a look into our world map, the regions that having a negative UTC or behind the Coordinated Universal Time are places from North America, South America, and some parts of Africa. As we see in the map, UTC -1 or the Greenwich Mean Time -1 are more on oceans. But we have some places having 1 hour behind the UTC. These are the Azores Standard Time, the Cape Verde Time, and the Eastern Greenland Time. We have 6 places uses the UTC -2 or 2 hours behind the Coordinated Universal Time. These are the Brasilia Summer Time, Fernando de Noronha Time, South Georgia Time, St. Pierre and Miquelon Daylight Time, Uruguay Summer Time, West Greenland Summer Time. Places having the UTC -3 or 3 hours behind the Coordinated Universal Time are some parts in South America or commonly known as Latin America, like Argentina, Major East Brazil, Uruguay, Suriname, French Guiana, and also in North America, we can find it at some parts in Greenland, especially in Thule Air Base using the Atlantic Daylight Time or the ADT. If we are going to compare it to the Philippine time, it means that Philippines is 11 hours ahead than these places. Hello guys, these are the places that I'm going to share it to you under UTC negative 4 or GMT negative 4. These places are from Atlantic time zone. These are Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Aruba, Barbados, Bolivia, Dominica, Dominican Republic, Grenada, Guyana, Puerto Rico, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, British Virgin Islands, and U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay, these are the places under GMT negative 4. If we're going to compare it to the Philippine time, which is GMT positive 8, it means that Philippines is 12 hours advanced than this country if they are in their standard time zone. But if they are in their daylight saving time, then Philippines is just 11 hours advanced than them. Okay guys, here's the UTC negative 5. The Eastern Time Zone AT is a time zone encompassing parts of all 22 states in the eastern part of contiguous United States. These are Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, part of Indiana, part of Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, part of Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, west of Virginia, and Washington, D.C., and also parts of eastern Canada, the state of Quintana Roo and Mexico, Panama in Central America and Colombia, mainland Ecuador, Peru, and a small portion of westernmost Brazil in South America, along with certain Caribbean and Atlantic islands. Okay, these are all parts of UTC negative 5 or 5 hours behind than the coordinated universal time. If we are going to compare this to Philippine time, Philippine is at GMT positive 8, so Philippine is 13 hours ahead than these places during Eastern Standard Time and 12 hours ahead during Eastern Daylight Time. What month is the Eastern Daylight Time of these places? Okay, the Eastern Daylight Time in USA mostly starts at second Sunday of March and ends in first Sunday of November. Central Standard Time (CST) is 6 hours behind Coordinated Universal Time or UTC. During summer, most of the zone uses Daylight Saving Time or DST and changes to Central Daylight Time (CDT), which is 5 hours behind the UTC. This is a map of USA, and the green one that is a central part, and they're using the Central Standard Time like Alabama, Arkansas, parts of Florida, Illinois, parts of Indiana, Iowa, parts of Kansas, parts of Kentucky, Louisiana, part of Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, Oklahoma, part of South Dakota, part of Tennessee, most of Texas, and Wisconsin, and also parts of Canada, Mexico, Central America, some Caribbean islands, and part of Eastern Pacific Ocean. The largest city in the Central Time Zone is Mexico City. The city metropolitan area is the largest metropolitan area in the zone and North America. If we are to compare it to Philippine time zone, which is GMT positive 8, it means that Philippines is 14 hours ahead during CST or Central Standard Time from November to second Saturday of March, and 13 hours ahead during Central Daylight Time or CDT from second Sunday of March until first Sunday of November. In the United States and Canada, this time zone is generically called Mountain Time or MT. Specifically, it is Mountain Standard Time or MST when observing Standard Time and Mountain Daylight Time or MDT when observing Daylight Saving Time. The term refers to how the Rocky Mountains, which range from northwestern Canada to the U.S. state of New Mexico, are located almost entirely in the time zone. In Mexico, this time zone is known as the Zona Pacifico or Pacific Zone. In the US and Canada, the Mountain Time Zone is to the east of Pacific Time Zone and to the west of Central Time Zone. This is the map of USA. The blue one that is the mountain part, and they are using the mountain standard time. Okay, like Arizona, Colorado, parts of Idaho, parts of Kansas, Montana, parts of Nebraska, New Mexico, parts of North Dakota, part of Oregon, part of South Dakota, parts of Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. And also, we have Canadian provinces here, Alberta, British Columbia, the Eastern Community, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, especially in Coglocto, Cambridge, Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. And we have also Michigan states, Baja California Sur, Chihuahua, Nayarit, and Sinaloa. The largest city in the Mountain Time Zone is Phoenix, Arizona. The Phoenix metropolitan area is the largest metropolitan area in the zone. The next largest metropolitan area that observes Mountain Time is Denver, closely followed by El Paso Suarez area. If we're going to compare it to the Philippine time zone, which is GMT positive 8, it means that Philippines is 15 hours ahead during MST or Mountain Standard Time from November to second Saturday of March and 14 hours ahead during Mountain Daylight Time or MDT from second Sunday of March until first Sunday of November. But Arizona is not observing daylight time zone. The Pacific Time Zone (PT) is a time zone encompassing western of United States like California, parts of Idaho, Nevada, most of Oregon and Washington, and also in western Canada and western Mexico. In the United States and Canada, this time zone is generically called the Pacific Time Zone. Specifically, time in this zone is referred to as Pacific Standard Time or PST when Standard Time is being observed early November to mid-March, and Pacific Daylight Time or PDT when Daylight Saving Time mid-March to early November is being observed. In Mexico, the corresponding time zone is known as Zona Noreste or Northwest Zone and observes the same daylight saving schedule as the US and Canada. The largest city in the Pacific time zone is Los Angeles. The Los Angeles metropolitan area is the largest metropolitan area in the zone. The zone is 2 hours ahead of Hawaii Aleutian time zone, 1 hour ahead of the Alaska time zone, 1 hour behind the Mountain time zone, 2 hours behind the Central time zone, 3 hours behind the Eastern time zone, and 4 hours behind the Atlantic time zone. If we are going to compare it to Philippine time zone, which is GMT plus 8, it means that Philippines is 16 hours ahead during Pacific Standard Time and 15 hours ahead during Pacific Daylight Time. The Alaska time zone observes standard time by subtracting 9 hours from Coordinated Universal Time or UTC minus 9. During daylight saving time, its time offset is 8 hours UTC minus 8. The clock time in this zone is based on mean solar time at the 135th meridian west of Greenwich Observatory. This is the USA map, and that portion is the Alaska. And they're using the Alaska Standard Time, like Alaska, and a portion of the Aleutian Island that is east of 169 degrees 30 minutes west of longitude observe the Alaska time zone. If we're going to compare it to the Philippine time zone, which is 8, GMT 8, it means that Philippines is 17 hours ahead during Alaska Standard Time and 16 hours ahead during the Alaska Daylight Time. Okay guys, we are now in UTC negative 10 or 10 hours behind than the Coordinated Universal Time. This is the map of USA and that portion that is the Hawaii Aleutian. They're using the Hawaii Aleutian Standard Time or unofficially known as Hawaii Time Zone. Okay, it includes Hawaii and a portion of the Aleutian Islands that is west of 169 degrees 30 minutes west longitude observes the Hawaii Aleutian Standard Time Zone. Although Hawaii does not observe daylight saving time, the Aleutian Islands do observe daylight saving time. If we're going to compare to the Philippine time zone, which is GMT plus 8, it means that Philippines is 18 hours ahead during Hawaii Aleutian Standard Time and 17 hours ahead during Hawaii Aleutian Daylight Saving Time. But Hawaii does not observe daylight saving time, so it means that Philippines is 18 hours ahead than Hawaii all year round. Thank you so much guys for watching my video, and if you learned something from it, just give me a thumbs up, and if you are not yet subscribing to this channel yet, please subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you so much. Until next time.